guys have it, please.
Then I will leave. I will leave. What are we reading now? What do you want to do? Leave. We are acting in the head. Leave.
Mr. Chairman, please go. Mr. Chairman, point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Thank you. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Mr. Chairman.
Co-chairman, Chairman, House Committee on Police Institution, another very honorable Aliu Wakili Boya, distinguished senators who are here present, and very honorable members of the House of Rep here present, Your Excellency, the Minister of Police Affairs, the Chairman, Police Service Commission, and members of his entourage here, senior police officers who are here present. Mr. Chairman, permit me to commence this address by putting on record my deep appreciation to the distinguished chairmen and members of the Senate Committee on Police Affairs and Police Institutions for your unprecedented support to the Nigerian Police Force through the path of reform, modernization, and operational efficiency in line with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. The legislative support that this partnership has produced since my appointment as the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police has in no small measure strengthened our capacity to stabilize the internal security order of the country. It has also aided us immensely as the lead security agency in the internal security architecture of this country. Today's joint budget defense is indeed another clear testimony to the understanding and cooperation between the Nigerian Police Force, the Senate, and the House Committees on Police Affairs and Police Institutions. I note with delight that this is the fourth time in recent years that the Nigerian Police is being accorded the rare privilege of presenting the budget briefing to the joint committees. This demonstrates the patriotism of the members of these committees, as well as their well-established commitment to the prioritization of internal security issues in Nigeria. It's our expectation that this initiative will hasten the process of consideration of the Nigerian Police 2025 budget. For this, I am indeed grateful. General overview of the performance of the 2024 Nigerian Police budget. The figures are already captured in the documents presented to the members earlier on, so I will skip this area. And I just want to note that the performance evaluation of the 2024 Nigerian Police budget indicates that while the minimum overhead budgetary requirement of the force was estimated at 120 billion, 554 million, 650,000, only the sum of 59 billion, 96 million, 674,800 was appropriated and released fully. A comparative analysis of the Nigerian Police.
Point of order, please. We want to know the document the IGP.
Yeah, you have a copy. We will distribute it to you. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, we need to follow what is written, please.
We need to be on the same page.
Clark.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that. But you go.
Brief by
I'm on page 3.
Page 3 of that document. You can see it. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
page 3.
yes, go ahead. I thought you don't have a copy.
We want to know what will be the statement
of the 2025 budget defense for the Nigeria Police Force. The Ministry of Police Affairs the Police Service Commission, and the Nigerian Police Academy. This session reflects our collective dedication to improving national security and strengthening the capacity of these critical institutions. Budget defense is a key democratic process, promoting transparency, accountability, and collaboration. Our goal is to ensure that pressing issues are matched with enough resources, even if the challenges are many and seem to all need immediate attention. It bears repeating over and over again that there cannot be too much of attention to the case of effective allocation to enhance capacity building and institutional reforms in the police segment of our national security. I therefore urge us all to approach this exercise with objectivity and patriotism, ensuring every allocation is justified and targeted toward improved security and operational efficiency. To our esteemed agencies, I encourage transparency in presenting your plans and patience in responding to our inquiries as we work together for the common good of our nation. Let us remain focused on strategic priorities that will modernize and transform policing in Nigeria to meet the expectations of our citizens and funding such strategies and practices. Once again, I welcome you all and look forward to a constructive and fruitful engagement. Thank you all.
A comparative analysis of the Nigerian police budget performance over the past 3 budgetary cycles shows a marked improvement on overhead and capital appropriation as well as releases to the Nigerian police force from 2021 to 2023. For want of time, I'm going to skip the paragraphs 8, 9. They are already contained in the document presented earlier on. I will go to general observations on the 2024 performance evaluation of the Nigerian police budget. The general implication of the Nigerian police budgetary performance from the analysis above is that the appropriation and the funds eventually released to the Nigerian police force in recent years were insufficient to meet the minimum requirements.
Please, there is point of order. Please around. Off your mic, please.
Prayers. Request for action. I respectfully request the support of the Senate and House committees on police affairs and institutions in the following areas. Advocate for removing the Nigerian police force from the envelope budgetary framework, allowing the force to present accurate funding requirements for effective planning and execution. Approve the creation of a special operations account to enable the force to swiftly respond to unanticipated security emergencies and support ongoing operations. Increase appropriations for both overhead and capital expenditures to enhance the force's operational efficiency. Leverage legislative influence to ensure the timely and complete release of appropriated funds for the 2025 budget. Allocate funds for constructing 5 recently approved Zona Police headquarters in Anambra, Zone 13, Katsina, Zone 14, Maiduguri, Zone 15, Yenagoa, Zone 16, and Akure, Zone 17. Noted. Provide targeted funding.
Observation, point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Mark Eset is my name from Akwa Ibom State. Okay, point of order, Mr. Chairman. Am I recognized, Mr. Chairman? Thank you very much. Name from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Chairman, I don't know if I'm the only person, but I doubt. What the IGP is reading is quite different from the document we have here. No, sir, we are all here for budget. It's very, very important that whatever they are presenting, all members will be acquainted with it. You can't give me a copy after this. It's not the same thing. The details are not here, like the zonal offices he has mentioned. They are not captured here.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Please, Senator, please. Make it easy. It is our decision within the leadership of this committee to allow IG to summarize his presentation.
No, Chairman, we're not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. We must do the right thing.
We are not in the chamber. You are there to wait for a collective. You have it.
It's not in this copy. What is written is
A new copy was sent to you. Check and see it. If you just have a copy, ask for the copy.
Yes.
This is not a big deal. You ask for the copy. The copy is there available.
point of order, Chairman.
There is a point of
I'm
order.
still on the floor. I'm still on the floor, Mr. Chairman.
We need the opinion of all the members. Can we allow IG to proceed with what is reading?
No, we don't have the copy. Then I will leave. I will leave the copy. What are we reading now? What do you want to do with? We are acting in the head.
Mr. Chairman, please go. Mr. Chairman, point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Deputy Chief Whip. Mr. Chairman.
Point of order, please. Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues. We are here to serve Nigerians. And Nigerians should see us as a very serious institution. We are not against the presentation of the IGP, but I, as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should have what the IGP is reading. Yes. Exactly. Please let me finish. I represent a section of this country. What the IGP is reading is different from what I have. And I'm going to ask questions. Let me finish.
Before you finish, I'm the chair of the list.
For police training institutions and colleges to strengthen capacity building initiatives aligned with long-term reform objectives. Conclusion. Distinguished members, the security and stability of our nation hinge on a well-funded, operationally prepared, and modernized Nigeria police force. Your advocacy and intervention in addressing the budgetary challenges highlighted will significantly advance our shared goal of a safer and more secure Nigeria. I reaffirm my commitment to working closely with your esteemed committees to reposition the force for optimal performance in 2025 and beyond. Together, we can create a legacy of enhanced internal security and robust public trust. Thank you for your attention and anticipated support.
Well, thank you.
First of all, I want to commend you for the good work you're doing for our nation. You also have lost men in service. We pray that Almighty Allah will accept their return. But I am worried because the whole world is leaning towards artificial intelligence and using technology for policing. What you have in your entire budget, wallahi, is not enough to implement what you need to police Nigeria. And I think as a nation, we need to really be serious about these things. You go to the Western world, you go to Dubai, you see everywhere, there are cameras all over the place. You barely see, there are police everywhere. Working with the chairman, how you are going to use technology
to drive securing our nation. Because this money, I look at what you have for capital, it's a joke. You barely have enough. Because I'm the chairman ICT, and I know you don't have it. We need to come up with a holistic technology solution that is going to empower them to be able to do their work. And we are here to partner with you. So, but if the envelope system is what is putting a ceiling on you, we are going to work with you to remove it. If it means that we need to amend your act, so be it. We did it for NSA, we can do it for you. So, Co-Chairman, thank you, and I pray that we can do this to support them.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. So,
before I move a motion, Chairman, if I have your permission, looking at the performance of the 2024 budget of the police, Mr. Chairman, we should tell ourselves the truth. The infrastructures, if we build all the infrastructures in this nation and there's no security, it is useless. So if a total of 66 billion was budgeted and only 25 billion was released, and asking me to move a motion to adopt this, Mr. Chairman, I think I will be doing injustice to the police affairs, to the police station, and even to the Nigerian populace. Mr. Chairman, while moving a motion, I said, excuse me, Honorable Gadi, while moving a motion, Mr. Chairman, we should condemn in totality the treatment meted on the police institution's budget. This is a very critical and sensitive institution. If at all we must achieve instability in this country. Mr. Chairman, having said that, I want to move a motion that this honorable committee do condemn the action given to the police institution on the 2024 budget of grossly inadequate release of funds that was done to the police affairs. We need to condemn it in totality. And as such, I hereby move that the committee adopt the judicious spending of the limited and lame resources allocated, released to the police affairs. I so move.
He is on the floor, please.
It is not parliamentary practice.
Yes.
In view of that, I wish to move properly that the 2024 performance as presented by the Inspector General of Police be adopted by this joint committee to enable us consider 2025 budget proposal as a working instrument. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let's just calm ourselves. There are procedures that we've been following for over 23 years. And we cannot, in this sitting, begin to innovate. Both the House rules and the Senate rules specifically have modalities and procedures. So, as members of the National Assembly, we must show decorum and patience. The Inspector General of Police, let me commend you this far, and your personnel, for seeing us through 2024. But let me say, with all sense of responsibility, having been a chairman of this August committee 17 years ago, I have not seen any desire to move the police as an institution that requires 24-hour a day attention, 12 calendar months throughout the year. And the National Assembly begins to adopt it without looking at the implication. First, I have no problem with the envelope, but I have serious problem with enveloping security institutions. It shouldn't be like that. You don't see the capital component. You ask for 150 billion, 66 was released, over 25 billion pending. And I don't see why this should continue as a normal thing. And I take this time because the Inspector General of Police should have a direct access to the President And some of these issues must be laid before the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Because first and foremost, he is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. And therefore, when you see some of this budget, you begin to lament. The presentation of the IG is simply the story, tragic story of this country. Consequently, you come to the 2025 that was just introduced, and you look at the police wanted 1.8 trillion. The envelope has said, okay, 1.252 trillion will be given to them. But you now take your phone and try to now convert even the envelope, the demand of the police, into dollars. You now say you have arrived at slightly over $4 million US. And what you are getting is also, what you have, the envelope is slightly above $3 million US. Are we sure that was supposed to, at this 21st century, be asking police to spend just close to $4 million US in securing our nations? So the question is, IG, does your institution remains only and dependent on just budgetary allocation, or do you also assess some funds from the federal government and other donor agencies? By providing such answers in future, it will give us an idea of what actually you need. And going forward, as an institution, we had initiated some thinking with the first Inspector General of Police, where if you are going to have a national police budget, beginning from the national headquarters to the zonal headquarters to the division, whereby all these segments will be captured in your budgetary allocation, you will be seeing this mega amount. Probably one of the reasons why we are where we are is because we have not been able to communicate to the government in power before, and now we have divisions, we have zonal headquarters, and therefore my next question is, how many personnel, what is the current status of your personnel in Nigeria now? Will you be able to provide us with that answer? So just jot it when you come. Lastly, my brother from Bauchi raised a question. Today, sir, there is a completed police university level building completed in Ganjo local government of Bauchi State, which falls under my own jurisdiction as a senator. For the last 6 years, that place is locked. Nobody goes there, and it's being used by unfortunate boys to do a lot of ungodly things. And when I came back to the Senate, I wrote to the committee, where you, and then addressed to the Police Service Commission that this place is spent close to 5 billion. The police spent close to 5 billion on a building that is completed, that is ready for operation, but nobody uses it. And therefore, I want you to take a serious look at that and see how and utilize that place. Mr. Chairman, I shall submit.
Thank you. Let's
management team of the police. I've had cause to interface with them a couple of times, and I'm quite impressed with the efforts that the team is making to deepen information and communication technology into operations of the police. Chairman, sir, I think in order not to overflow the issue of funding, I think it is important for this committee to dissolve into an executive committee to take the issues one by one and to draw up a roadmap which we will present to the leadership of the National Assembly for transmission to the executive for immediate consideration of the issues affecting the police. If you look through the activities of the police on page 7, paragraph 214, some of the items of expenditure include foreign funding. For instance, the issue of maintenance of aircraft and marine patrol vehicles. These are very critical, efficient, and effective policy. And looking at the instability of the forex and the high cost of the dollar vis-a-vis the naira or any foreign currency, I think we are making a joke of our police if we have to tie them to this paltry funding. I move that, Mr. Chairman, should the committee agree, that we dissolve into executive session to take these issues one by one and to come up with recommendations for transmission to the National Assembly and then to the executive. Thank you.
Gone so far is just for IG to answer 2 or 3 questions and allow us to take the remaining this team. If we dissolve into executive session, it will be entirely another long 2 hours or more than that. So IG, you can answer the questions you have jotted, and then we proceed with the Chairman Police Service Commissions. We have about 4 of them.
Chairman and the... How can he live? Oh, have nothing. He's been in charge.
Budget of your command, and you have presented your 2025 challenges. Also, the opinion of this committee to allow IG and his men to go, and we take the Honorable Minister and the Chairman Police Service Commission and Police Academy. IG, you can leave.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to express my personal appreciation to all the members who spoke. Everything you said here has been the truth. But from what you have said here, I jotted down 2 questions, which is, one is on the police recruitment. The distinguished senator wants to know our current personnel status in the police. And the second one is on whether we are getting other sources of funding apart from the budgetary allocation. It's very glaring that the police is being grossly underfunded. We are limited by this envelope budget system has limited us. Last year, we argued for the removal of the Nigerian police from the envelope budget system. We didn't succeed with that. We would not have been able to achieve all that we achieved in 2024 if Mr. President has not intervened effectively. A lot of time we have had to go to Mr. President and he has intervened. We have been able to assess some special intervention in the course of our operations in 2024, and that really helped us to deliver on our mandates as much as we were able to do in 2024. Otherwise, we depend only on the budgetary allocation appropriated and released to us. So I'm happy that the members of this committee has noted the gross inadequacy of what is being appropriated to the police and the desire of members to help the police to be better funded. Then with respect to police recruitment, in 2023, Mr. President approved our yearly recruitment to the police from 10,000 to 30,000. Before then, what we were having is 10,000 yearly recruitment. That didn't amount to increase in personnel for the police. It can at best be described as personnel replacement. That's what we were doing before. But with the approval of Mr. President, for us to increase our yearly recruitment from 10,000 to 30,000, we are hopeful that this year we are going to see an increase in personnel. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We lost a deputy chief whip yesterday, and we are here. We expect our guests to go directly, tell us the performance of the 2024 we adopted, then the 2025 they give us as a useful instrument for us to do the needful. All other questions, I think, both the Bauchi distinguished from Bauchi and the House of Representatives, what they are talking is at our own level of National Assembly. The IG has mentioned that in his prayers, he has mentioned what they lack, their observations. It's left to us at the National Assembly to go through and do the needful. Please let us try and minimize this our sitting. We are mourning, please take note. Thank you.
We cannot portray to Nigerians by acting on emotions. There was emotion. If the Inspector General of Police is reading an abridged version of his speech, it is born out of our parliamentary procedures through a standing motion, through a motion move, through in this sitting. And members unanimously agree that the Inspector General of Police should read an abridged, should summarize an abridged version. So I think I have the floor. I have the floor. We cannot act. We cannot be kids here. We must be recognized to speak. What we are displaying is what Nigerian does not even want. As a member of the House of Representatives, there is a procedure for you to be recognized, to speak, not to be interjecting unnecessarily. That is one. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, the procedures of sitting, he have made presentation regarding to 2024, and it is embedded in the speech circulated to us for those of us that came here on time. What we need to do after his presentation, everybody reserve the constitutional right to ask questions. But at this level that we are jumping the gun, it means we are preempting. If you have problem, Senator or House of Reps that have a personal problem with the Nigerian police should not be addressed in this platform. I so submit, Mr. Chairman.
Your point is sustained. Go ahead, IG, please.
I have the floor.
Respect the chair, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other opinion? No. So I believe we can go ahead, please. Go to the prayers, please. IG.
Mr. Chairman, sir, members of the committee, Inspector General of Police and his team, my chairman. My name is Barrister Kanu, DIG retired, representing Police Service Commission.
DIG retired Hashim Salo Argungu, Chairman Police Service Commission. Thank you very much. On existing protocol, to start with, I really apologize
to Police Affairs from our Appropriation Committee. Thank you.
My name is Aliyu Bappa Miso, and distinguished co-chairs.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Co-Chairman.
Good afternoon. It's
My
still
colleagues.
Than you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm moving out.
Thank you. IG, you can introduce yourself and allow your other dignitaries. My name is Senator Co-Chairman, distinguished senators.
I'm from Jigawa State. I represent my Kaugama Federal Constituency. Most senators are present. Honorable members.
Liboya, a member representing Fufu Federal Constituency, Mr. Chairman, and from distinguished senators, my honorable colleagues.
Team, my name is
Senator Rufai Hanga. I represent
constituency. I'm from Lagos State. G and all the principal officers in the police hierarchy here.
PhD.